So great having you all here, friends. I'll just tell you a little about myself. I'm Kirti Bakshi. I'm a psychotherapist and I am in the field from 20 years. And I have been learning a lot of modalities and I found some of them very close to me. Some of them gave me very good results. And I started teaching those. I come from a background where I did a lot of research work and particularly in the field of metaphors and projective psychology. Of course, one doesn't need to have a knowledge of working psychology. One just needs to know the skills very well. And I taught hypnotherapy for 10 years from the ECA platform. And then I came across metaphors and I researched into metaphors. And I found the techniques to be very, very useful in metaphor therapy. And I started teaching metaphor therapy. It's been like 15 years now that I've been teaching regularly metaphor therapy. I'm based out of India, Mumbai, and I also have my own clinic space here. So weekends is when I teach and weekdays is when I practice. And I particularly use 3-4 modalities more than the others. I use hypnotherapy, I use metaphor therapy, I use NLP, and I use at times the chakra balancing. So these are the 4 primary modalities that I use. Apart from teaching metaphor therapy, I teach and of course practice family constellation facilitator training. I also teach child psychology and child therapy. I teach basic and advanced psychology and metaphor therapy and hypnotherapy. And these are all the courses which I keep on alternating from time to time. My association with Dubai goes back to 10 years. I have been coming every year to Dubai and taking workshops at Illuminations. And right now, all the leading therapists at Illuminations are using metaphors in their work. They primarily, most of them will open a session with a drawing analysis or something of the metaphors. And it's a technique which is very, very insightful. It's very useful. So I will be talking about that today, and I will be taking you all towards the end to a technique called metaphor journaling. And so you all have something to do every day at home. And so that's how we are. It's a guided imagery that we will be doing. So let's first talk about metaphors. So what are metaphors? So it is said by Carl Jung, who was a projective psychologist and who was the father of art-based therapy work. That's all projective work, that belongs to the school of projective work. So all projective work, whether it's art, whether it's dance, whether it's drama therapy, whether it is something that over here we have behavioral projective theater therapies, or we talk of psychodrama, all these are actually projective techniques. So much so that even the tarot, the angel, is said to be a projective technique, which says that we project ourselves onto another surface. So Carl Jung, the father of projective psychology, primarily established one statement, and in his book, he has written, the book is called The Man and His Symbols. And he has said categorically one statement, which is the basis of this work that we do, that the subconscious mind stores information in the forms of images. The subconscious mind knows no language. So if you want to actually know the depth of the subconscious mind, you need to study the images. You need to decipher the images. These images are called as metaphors. And the art of working with these images is called as metaphor therapy. So metaphors, we present different kinds of metaphors. The first one is a visual metaphor, which is drawing analysis. So we are going to be working with drawing analysis, in which we will be analyzing, decoding the drawings on the basis of the 5 elements of nature. And it is a tool which will give you an insight into your client's subconscious in the first 5 minutes. Like, you will just be with them. You are on their topic. You are on their pain points. You are knowing much more about them than they can ever present to you, simply because the drawing is coming straight from the subconscious. And even though you may do a learned drawing, but we ask you to do it without a pencil, If you do it directly with crayons, it's a direct reflection of your subconscious mind, and it will give you so much insight about the past, present, future, family structure, family pattern, trauma, anxiety, and sadness levels of the client. It will also give you information about what kind of projects are they holding, what are their ambition levels, what are the various forces that pull them apart at the subconscious level, and we'll be able to work with them. This is the drawing analysis, which is the visual metaphor. The second is a verbal metaphor. That is, when people are talking to us, they're using many, many words which are picture words. For example, my life is like a merry-go-round. So merry-go-round here becomes a metaphor. And how to work with this word merry-go-round and work with it too in a way that you can develop it into a complete therapy. Just one word becomes the basis of your complete therapy, and you transform the entire behavior of the client. Of recent, the research findings in metaphor have stated that we use more than 3 metaphors per minute of a conversation. It's just that neither the user nor the listener is aware of them, because they are not trained into the art of understanding, decoding, and spotting a metaphor. So in metaphor therapy part 2, which is the verbal metaphor, we will be dealing with working with verbal metaphor. Part 3 of metaphor therapy is going to be imaginary metaphors. We are going to give the client a certain imagination to do, and when they do that imagination, we are going to decode that imagination and convert that into a therapy. Apart from this, we are going to be learning 6 diagnostic techniques as to what is in the subconscious of the client. We can look at what is their future vision they hold for themselves, what is the future picture they hold, and what are the blocks that are coming in the way. And then we are going to be learning acceptance and commitment therapy through the use of metaphors. So it is one of the biggest kind of revolution that is coming in the way in the field of positive psychology is acceptance and commitment therapy, which is where your client needs to be taken into acceptance, because from denial to acceptance is a big journey, right? So how do you get your client to accept? How do you get them to do a value reorientation? How do you get them to work with different types of metaphors and get a deeper transformative information about themselves? So in a 45 minutes to 1 hour session, we follow 4-step process. 1 is diagnostic, 1 is processing, 3rd is developing, and 4th is maturing the changes. So we are going to learn all these 4 processes through the use of metaphors. So I can take a drawing and I can get into your subconscious story and start working with my projective techniques and end it with a color coding or a anchor, which is a color code. And I can get into it through a bridge metaphor where I can ask you to do an imagination, or I can do projective layering techniques. So I'm going to be showing you all 6 different techniques and of diagnosis and working with the metaphor and closure techniques. So most of us in the session have problems with closure. Like, where do you tell your client that the session is over? Because they are so much in the flow that they'd like to keep it going. So there are closure techniques which are there in metaphors, which are very effective, and the client goes back home with immense insights. The other advantage of metaphor therapy is that it's a capsule therapy. It's not that a client has to keep coming back to you. One session by itself can give you a result of what 4 or 5 sessions would have otherwise given you. So even if they don't come back and they probably for whatever reasons can't make it to repetitive repeat appointments, this will give them enough satisfaction and they won't have that feeling that, oh, I didn't complete. So it's a very unique kind of therapy. I have been teaching it for 15 years, practicing it for 20 years. We now have a strong database of 5,000 metaphor therapists. And of course, if you will Google out books on metaphor therapy, there are so many good books that are written, and it's being researched as a field of transformative behavior. And very soon you all will be in the league of metaphor therapists in the country. Dubai has a unique distinction of being Illumination has a unique distinction of being the only organization that's offering metaphor therapy in Dubai. In India, the complete trademark registration is with me, and I'm the only person right now in India who's training into this. And we'll soon be also announcing a teacher training workshop in Dubai, where we'll have people who will be able to teach this course and this workshop also. And this is about color psychology that we will also be teaching you as a part of drawing analysis. So color psychology is a very important part of the way we perceive ourselves, what kind of images we are holding within ourselves. So we're going to be teaching you complete color psychology, drawing analysis, visual metaphor, verbal metaphor, diffusing a confused state of mind, diffusing a repetitive state of mind, anxiety relief, journaling, as well as progressive metaphors, as well as acceptance and commitment therapy in our 4 days workshop. And if there are any questions right now that you all want me to answer for you, let's take up those questions. And then I'll share a quick summary PPT with you all, and I will then take you all through the guided imagery session. So, hi Kamyani. Kamyani, you have just joined us. Hi Shilpa. Are you all here with us?
Hello, yes, I'm here with you.
Hi Kamyani. Tell me, what are you doing, Kamyani?
Sorry?
What are you doing currently?
Actually, I'm not working at the moment, but I've recently just completed my NLP Master
Wonderful.
Practitioner program. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wanting to.
You're looking at setting yourself up as a coach.
Yes, I am. Yes, this is just a start. I've just finished. I've just a start now.
Metaphor would be an excellent beginning point for you.
Yeah.
Because you'll be learning a lot of cognitive, non-cognitive, subconscious, and healing techniques. And NLP is a wonderful addition to this.
Okay.
It's also a very fantastic addition to metaphor. In fact, the whole of NLP comes from metaphor. Metaphor forms the basis of hypnotherapy. Metaphor forms the basis of regressive therapy. Metaphor forms the basis of so many therapies.
Yes.
Once you master your metaphors, you know it all.
Yeah.
It's so much more easier. It's so fluid for you to work across modalities once you've mastered metaphors.
Okay. Right? Okay. Yeah.
So thanks for being here, Kamani. Shilpa, could we have your information, please? Shilpa, are you here with us? All right, she's not here. Great friend.
Hello.
Hi, Shilpa.
Yeah, hi, I'm here. Sorry, my
Tell
phone was
me
not
what
working
you are
properly.
doing right now.
Yeah, so I'm a holistic nutritionist, and so like I'm working online at the moment. So yeah, so sometimes like because now all these techniques are really helping in the client. So I'm
That's
not aware.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not completely aware how to use this. So I think this is the best course to attend and to learn.
Wonderful.
And yeah.
So great. Nutritionists generally come across people with a lot of psychosomatic resistances. And that's where they require an additional session of working with them in terms of motivation or learning their blocks and working with their blocks. So that's where these therapies really, really help. And metaphor would be particularly helpful even for working with children. Like, you can start with young children where a hypnotherapy can't be done, or any other techniques. Metaphors can be done with a child as old as 8 to 9 years. And then you can build it up from there. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So any more questions, friends? So it's a 4-day workshop, which we are having on, I guess, 18, 19 June, which is a Saturday, Sunday. That's a basic course. Then we will have an advanced course the following Saturday, Sunday. Then we will be having a WhatsApp thread for 1 month where I will be guiding you all on the advanced use of how to analyze if you all get stuck somewhere. So we are hand-holding for a month, and then we will have practice sessions organized in which you all will be there to practice more and more. Or I will add you to my advanced group of students who are practicing on day in, day out basis. So you will belong to the metaphor community of students. And you will be given written notes, you'll be given certificates. And any more questions, if you all have, please do let me know. So are we all good? Can we go through
No,
our,
I
yeah,
have one question, Kirti.
yeah,
Just
Chandu.
I would like to know, Saturday, Sunday, actually, I don't have any holiday because in Qatar, you know that Friday and Saturday. So if any workshop is through online, what is the timing actually?
The timing is 10 to 6.
That is the thing. When means any other means our summer vacation will start from 1st July.
No. So we are having right now only a June workshop. And can you not take a 2-day leave?
No, it's not possible now. It's before summer vacation, we can't take any leave. That is the issue. Because I'm very much interested. Already, you know that I'm an artist and I would like to know more better than this. Means already I'm working this art therapy. You know that.
So I will ask Illuminations to keep you updated whenever we have something that can match your date. But it's never going to be a Friday, Saturday. It's always going to be a Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
No, that's the whole thing.
Saturday, Sunday is the weekend.
Right. Right. All right, friends.
Let's see.
Yeah. Sorry, I just want to ask on what day we are planning for.
The dates you want to know?
Yeah, please.
It's a Saturday, Sunday. I think it's the 18th, 19th.
18th, 19th. Okay. So it will be from morning 10 to 6.
Morning 10 to 6, yeah. You want to come online or you want to come on site?
On site where it is and
Illuminations JLT Dubai.
Okay. So probably I will come there. So that will, I think, face to face.
Yeah, in person is always little more enriching, because it's personal contact. Alia, where do you stay?
I am here in Dubai. Yes.
You're here in Dubai. Okay. And how about
so
Shilpa?
it will be 18.
Yeah.
I would like to come on site.
On site.
Yeah. I'm also living in Dubai, in Marina. It's closer to.
Oh, so it's closer. Marina is closer to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Aisha? Aisha, you just joined us. Hi, Aisha. Kamaini, where do you stay?
I'm in Dubai only.
Okay.
I'm in Dubai.
Okay. Hi, Mogna.
I'm actually in Muscat, but do you do online as well?
It will be as a hybrid course, yes, online and offline.
Okay, what's the difference? I mean, what is the gap that I will experience if I'm doing online?
Well, from the teaching perspective, nothing, but you'll have to have a partner which will pair with you online for practice. That's about it. You'll be practicing online. That's it.
Okay. So are you going to just yes, Kirti?
Yeah. So
now
people are preferring to come out of the house. So, you know, but I'm doing my Mumbai courses are all online. I'm not doing offline in Bombay at all. It will be my first offline course after 2 years. Right now, Metaphor has gone 100% online simply because, you know, I get now people all India, pan India, and they cannot travel. So I'm doing 100% online here. In India, I've stopped offline training totally.
It's 2 days only.
Sorry, Kirti, are you going to give us a glimpse of how this metaphor works now?
Yes, I'm going to take you all through a technique called metaphor journaling. And yeah, I will be giving you a glimpse. Ideally, I would have loved to analyze drawings. But what happens is this is being streamed live on Facebook and Insta at the same time. And people are not comfortable, you know, sharing their analysis with so many people at a stretch. So that's why I'm not doing drawing analysis. But if it was in person, I would have loved to do a drawing analysis. If you want your drawing analyzed just to know, you can send it to RJ and he would forward it to me, and I'll help you with some basic points of what I understand from your drawings. Yeah. So
Okay, that sounds interesting.
yeah. So Mogina, did you hear the rest of it, the introduction? Were you here?
Sorry, could you
Did
repeat?
you hear the rest of the introduction?
Yes, I would be. Yeah.
Well, okay, you joined us a bit late, no?
Yes, because I was fetching my child from
What
his
are you
football.
doing, Mogina?
I'm a homemaker right now. It's just that I've explored a lot of areas of spirituality in terms of healing, in terms of card reading, in terms of kids yoga, teachers training. It's just that I wanted to go around this to see what kind of blocks that children do have, or perhaps even adults. So I'm just interested in
that will come
modality.
up instantly in a drawing. Instantly, in a matter of 5 minutes, it will come up in a drawing. And
see.
people are surprised. Like literally, I get messages every day. People are surprised at the efficiency with which a drawing reveals their hidden subconscious, and they're like, oh, I didn't know this was affecting me. I didn't know this is the root cause of it. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. So they even call me. They have a lot of deja vu moments. They'll call me after the analysis also, and they'll share with me, okay, like, yeah, that was what you said that time. I couldn't recollect, but yeah, that was right. The drawings can be so insightful and give away so much information.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
It's very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. So Shilpa, are you here with us? All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Shilpa, what are you doing?
Yeah, I just now I said actually I'm a nutritionist and holistic coach.
Okay, we've already spoken.
Yeah.
You are in Dubai as well, Shilpa?
Yeah, I'm in Dubai.
All right, great. So guys, I'm going to take you all through a technique called metaphor journaling. Okay. Now this is generally a journaling is done to know yourself and your thought processes better. But journaling does create a kind of cathartic release, but it does not let go of the grip of thought to that extent how much a technique would be able to. Okay. So we take the technique of metaphor journaling, which should be done every day night, to know yourself and your thoughts better, so that it prevents an anxiety buildup. So for people who go through anxiety, or for people who are just feeling restless about things, but they don't know where this restlessness is coming from, I have got this recording, which I give it to put it on their phones, and I ask them to do it every day. And trust me, 21 days of doing this metaphor journaling or metaphor guided imagery journaling, the results are fantastic. So are we ready? Shall we go through it? All right, guys. So just keep your eyes fixed on a point opposite, on the wall opposite you. Great. Sit back and relax. Your eyes are fixed on the same point and you are relaxing. And let your mind's attention go on to your breathing. Your eyes are fixed. The attention of your mind is on your breathing. Internally, watch your breath and gently close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, allow your mind to wander off into a very distant land, where there's beautiful nature. It's perfect time of the day, perfect time of the year. And you find a river which is flowing by, but very gently. It's flowing by very softly. You feel the breeze in your face. You can hear the chirping of the birds. And you can feel the freshness in the environment. And you sit by that river and you watch how slowly the water is moving. And right from the area where the water is behind, from where the water is coming, there's a tree with huge green leaves. And as you sit and watch the flow of the river, you see a leaf that falls into the water and comes floating by. And as it floats by, you watch it go downstream. And as you're watching, yet another leaf falls. And as that leaf comes near you, an anxious thought from your mind escapes and goes on to that leaf. And you look at that leaf and you read that thought. And if it's a memory, put it in the form of a picture and you look at it. And you watch it float by down the stream. And as you look, yet another leaf comes. And yet another anxious, troubling thought from your mind goes on to that leaf. Watch it pass by. And now, allow this to happen for 5 to 7 more leaves. Your attention on the leaves. And every time a thought from your mind escapes on the leaf. Your attention is on the leaves. Watch your thought escape from your mind, go on to that leaf. And as that's happening, you realize that there is a stillness inside you that's watching these leaves. Just connect to that stillness. And continue breathing. Focus on that stillness that was watching the leaves. feeling the stillness within you, gently open your eyes. All right. So this, friends, was a very small view of how our mind works in metaphors. The leaves become nothing else but the metaphors for our thoughts. But if we were to singularly isolate a thought, we couldn't have done it without the help of the metaphor of leaves. We would be confused, but we wouldn't be able to singularly isolate a thought. So this is how, if you will do this exercise every day night before sleeping, you will wake up so much more clearer about, and trust me, when this happens, that thought leaves its grip on you. It loses its potential to make you anxious again. So for all the people who go through anxiety or who just want to know themselves better or who like to do a daily clearing, this is a wonderful metaphoric tool. Similarly, I will be taking you all through 7 to 8 more tools like this during the workshop, and you will be able to handle 90% of your client concerns. I'm not saying 100% because 10% are clinical cases. You know, they have some chemical imbalances or something. But otherwise, after the 4th day of a metaphor class, you shall be able to start taking clients with confidence that you have enough tools, enough techniques. Because end of the day, we are into a business which is a referral business. So what you do in that 1 hour with your client is going to be significant because you have just 1 hour and you've got to transform something or make some shift in their consciousness. So the more tools and techniques you know, the better you'll be able to create an impact in an hour. Right? So that's one example, and plus we'll have a lot more to learn in the workshop. Even this visualization has a part 2, which we will be talking about in the workshop. But this by itself is a complete metaphor journaling tool, which will really, really help you a lot. Right? And if there are any more questions, we'll take them now. And
I would like to know that what is the difference between the mindfulness and metaphor, what you have done?
A lot of therapy, a lot of difference. Mindfulness is a state of expanded awareness.
Yeah.
You're not focusing on any thought. You're focusing on your awareness to go from here to here so that whatever you are doing, you can lend more attention to it. But if you are anxious, you cannot apply mindfulness. An anxious brain cannot be a mindful brain, right? Even mindfulness comes after you have dealt with your anxiety. Meditation also comes after you've dealt with your anxiety. An anxious brain cannot even meditate because you get a sense of irritation because there's a flux of thoughts which keep coming, and I need to reduce my thoughts, right? In order for my mind to go into a theta state, the thought flow has to reduce. But when my trigger of anxiety has been pushed, I'm not able to reduce the thoughts. So first thought reduction, only then mindfulness will happen. Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you.
Most welcome. So guys, I'll see you all across at the workshop. Please do try and join us. And let's hope that most of you will be there. Chandrima, I would really love you to be there. Just see what
I'm also, I wish to join because the timing is so...
just try and see what can be done. Put an intention out, something will happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can I contact you personally for few?
For what?
I want to share something with you related my work also. So we can talk personally because I need this course actually. It's a very important because I'm going to start my own school in India. And as I know that now we are focusing only on true human. Okay, the CBSE also started NEP and the new education policy. They changed everything.
Yeah.
So it is not only related the bookish knowledge. It should be a.
I know. So Chandrima, we can talk about this. You can
Yeah.
ask RJ for my number, or you
Okay.
can ask Illuminations for my number, and you can contact me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Bye, Alia. See you. Bye, Mogna. Bye, Kamyani. Bye, Shilpa.
Bye. See you. Thank you very much.
See you all. Yeah. Hope to see you all. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Kirti. Bye.
Bye, Chandrima.
you.
See you.